Cincinnati. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, please welcome your 2025 Cincinnati
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
There's a lot of eyes now that are going to be on Justin Fields taking over for Aaron Rodgers. That didn't go according to plan in New York, but it's going to be a very different style. So I'm very curious, how do they build this Jets offense around the strengths of Justin Fields? Rely just enough on his legs and his athleticism, but also let him be both a pocket and a movement quarterback that at times in his time in Chicago, he had some success.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Third down, 3 to go. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Jets first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From 29, here's second and 4. Another run here with Hall. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jordan Battle up for a safety spot, makes the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Bengals nothing.
Touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance. That's all you can ask for, especially at this point in his career.
And up and down, just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run here with Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Flacco to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Third and 9. To throw is Flacco. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Deep for the Jets is Isaiah Davis. Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. He goes into the end zone, touchback. The ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
7-yard gain.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of
14 yards on that pass play there. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after one, the Jets have the advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
He'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. We know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
They'll go with the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They give to Hall, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, here's Hall, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, But yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Fields going to hang on to this one. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, I can tell.
Flacco. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Throwing, Flacco. He's got the tight end, Tanner Hudson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Flacco to throw. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board just before halftime.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you think about it, Mike, they come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break, so they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession of the second half.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. both for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Flacco. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. They bring Chase in motion. Now Flacco. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. He'll drop the throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Bengals first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
And he's in! Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense, let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Benet Wanwu now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets on offense again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They get 11, and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Moving outside the pocket, taking off, and it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Play action now for Fields. Rolling right, he'll run again. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Handoff, here comes Hall. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's Hall. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And the Jets 1st down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Reynolds is the motion man here. Hall will take this one in. Touchdown, Jets.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Folk now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets will extend his 3rd quarter lead.
Bengals 11.
touchdown. Out is Folk to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end. Second and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it'll be third down. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll up middle, and he's got his man complete. 18 yards on the connection. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
It's going to be third. They need one. A carry here for Brown. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. To throw is Flacco. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
He's got room to roam. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back on the 17-yard line.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Fresh as on the blow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Walk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet.
Flacco. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Flacco to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
The 35-yard line.
Throwing, Flacco. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.